Hello, I'm Jake and welcome back to my automotive channel. Today we're taking a look at our Renault Scenic. It's a bit of a mouthful. It's a 1.6 petrol, 2006. I bought this car back in February, ready for our baby, which was due in May. And we needed a family car really, because the New Yorker, as much as I love the car, it's not the cheapest to run. The Rover Streetwise is still in the garage and a head gasket done, so we needed a family car. Now I was looking at a Volvo V50. That was one of the cars I was considering, along with the Scenic, the Grand Scenic, and a Volvo V40. But this popped up locally. It was a really good price. We managed to get it even cheaper than the asking price, which was fantastic. And yeah, so what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to walk around the car, talk about some things that need doing, talk about some things I've done, and then future plans. But if you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe and check out our other cars. And yeah, let's jump straight into this video. Now I'll just do a quick walk around video of the car and what it looks like. Now this honeycomb is looking really nice. I've done this pretty much when I had the car. I wanted to try it out on one of the cars. Originally we was going to try it on the Mito that we had briefly, which is Hannah's dad's, because our Rover got smashed up. And it turned out really nice. Now I won't lie, I overdid it on the front of the car, so that's why I've started with the back. But I thought it'd be nice to go from the Renault badge and just out. And you know, this took a couple of hours in the sun, but I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Yeah, it is a bit tedious. It did take a long time because every single one was individually put down. And then I put a few here as well. And as we go around to the front, you will see I overdid it just a bit. Yeah. It's not too bad, but I think I did overdo it just a little bit. But it's different, it's unique, it's not like anyone else's. There's actually one absolutely identical, a 2007 in Cinderford, which is just 5 minutes from where we live now. And I saw it the other day and it looks weird seeing it. It's the same colour and everything, but without the honeycomb. But no, put a little bit at the back here. But that's just a quick walk around. There's not really much damage. It did have a few marks on the rear wings. This one still has a dent, which I will pull out. It's not massive. And I want to try and get this one out here. But we did get some of the scratches out. The owner before us was using it to teach one of their grandchildren in. So it does have a few little marks and that. And it's probably where the clutch went in the end. But you can see here, there's a dent there. Hannah done a really fantastic job because this was scratched up really bad here before I put the honeycomb on. So well done to her for sorting that out. But yeah, that's just a quick walk around. I did do the wheel trims as well in white. I'm planning to put alloys on it, proper Renault Scenic alloys, which you can get. But just for now, I thought just change it up a bit. I did want to make the Megane stick out here as well, which it does. It sticks out really nicely. And then Hannah bought these cheap off Temu, wanted to try them out, so I said let's put them on a Renault. There is a piece I had to replace, not that one, over here, that one there. And the reason I replaced him, because he looks like this one over here. It's not the best looking. But yeah, that's pretty much everything we've done with the exterior of the car at the moment. So let's take a look at the interior. The interior was pretty good when we had the car, but the steering wheel was really mank, just really sticky. My Megane suffered with the same thing, my 2002 Megane. So I did change the steering wheel, the outside, and I did do a video on this, which you can see on my channel. I'll put a link in the description, how to change the steering wheel. So we did change that one. I do want to change these. I've already changed the one on this side and painted it blue, which will be explained soon, which I'm probably going to do the same with the center console. We did change these pockets. Both pockets either side were damaged. This one was actually missing the lid. Now the one we got all the stuff from was off Grand Scenic and had the black interior. So yeah, they're the wrong colour, but I think as soon as I can get around to it, we'll try and get the black seats to match the interior as well. Same goes for the rear, and then I also want to do the boot as well and parcel shelf. I'm not too fussed on how bright it looks. I'm not going to ever change the plastic, but just change the black fabric, I think. But the seats are nice, they are very comfy, I will give it that. The car is a very comfy car, especially on long journeys. Before I forget, we did change the centre console, so it was just a flat piece here with 2 cup holders, not very deep neither, and the one we found in the scrappy, we took this one off. It was a lot deeper. We can put our CDs in it, and that's good. One thing to note, if you are looking at these, they are classed as MPVs, multi-purpose vehicles, and this car is absolutely full of storage places. There's a storage place in the floor here, both sides, driver and passenger. Storage under the seat. This one has the multi-changer, so under the passenger side we have a multi-changer, but there's storage there, and same goes for the back too. You've got storage in the floor here and underneath the seats, and also your food trays on the back. Now, perfect for baby because it's got ISOFIX, and it's one of the reasons we had a newer car for this reason. Here's the ISOFIX. We don't really touch cars over 2000 anymore, but we had to ensure we had ISOFIX. But it fits in really nicely. We are going to do a video how to fit it and everything. And the car seat just clips on there. We got a bassinet there because walking around town and everything just makes life a lot easier. And then if we go to the boot, this is not the Grand Scenic, so you haven't got a massive boot, but it's enough to fit the pram, our coats in. We got Anna's our plates in there just in case she decides to drive, which she is insured on this car to drive, so it's good. And now we've had the baby, she did take it for a drive the other day with me sat beside her just to see how she got along, because she's not driven this car because she was heavily pregnant when we bought it, so it was not advised to. But these seats all come out, and we've had them out on many occasions now, which makes life a lot easier. But they won't be coming out many more times because we need them. But yeah, there's the boot. It's a good sized boot, I suppose. You've got the spare wheel under the mat there. I did show you there's a storage place there. But other than that, yeah, I would say we probably needed a bit bigger boot. When we go on holiday in this next year, which I'll explain more in a second, it's going to be... It might be tight on space, so I have said that I'm going to put the roof bars on top, and we're going to have a nice roof box, brand new roof box for this car, purposely for that. I will talk about this dash for a second. Now, it's a very weird setup because everything's in the middle, where usually all your clocks are now over here behind the steering wheel. So first time driving it, I remember my friend having one, but I never drove his. But yeah, it was a little bit weird getting used to that one, having all the instruments in the middle. You got the speedo, and then it's a little bit weird to get used to at first, but it's fine now. It's a manual. I should have mentioned that earlier, but yeah, it is a manual. Original CD player. We got the original code for that, so that's great. And like I said, it's got a multi-changer under the passenger seat as well. If I just pour this one out, there he is in that Renault multi-changer, really nice. And then again, we got a pocket this side. The pockets in the back, I've put the medical kit in, so if we ever need the medical kit, we can get to it. Just down in that one now. These open up differently. There we go. Some roll as well. And obviously we got the tables, both sides. I don't know why this one has a surround and that one doesn't, and we've seen it on 2 others, interestingly. Also, I should say about the big glass roof. It's really nice. Got 2 blinds. We got the blinds up at the moment because experiencing some hot weather. You also got the blinds on the windows as well, which is again great for baby because it doesn't let the sun in. But with the blinds down and on a very hot day, it can be very, very warm in the car, get very warm. So it's just something to keep in mind of, really. So we'll just have a quick chat on the engine side of things. It's 1.6, same engine that was in my Megane, 2002 Megane, and I think my Classique as well, my 98 Classique. But engine's very reliable, we've had no issues with it. I did top up the oil a while back because it come up on the dash saying oil check. Did top it up and it's been fine since. It's not come up and said that. But we've had no issues with it. It's doing a great job. It's not the most powerfulest in the world. I think a 1.8 would be a little bit better. The car does seem a bit sluggish on the heels, but again, it's not built for speed and it is a family car. So that's it. That's pretty much everything I can talk about our Renault. There's a few other things I've done, but I'm going to talk about in another video. I don't know if you noticed it, but the little aero things, the fins on the back. But somewhat little, I had them lying around. I thought, you know what, let's stick into this, why not. I did say I want to get some wheels sorted, some nice Renault alloys, which they did do these with the alloys. I should have mentioned as well, this is a Oasis model. Not too sure what that means. The only difference we've seen between the other ones we keep seeing about parked up and that, this has the panoramic roof and we haven't seen another like it. So I'm guessing that might have something to do with it. But the car's great, it's doing us great, it's doing the babby great as well, because there's the reason we bought it. It's not let us down, everything seems to stay pretty stable on it, which is fantastic. Next year we are doing a proper Euro trip, and what car to do it in? Renault, being French. We are taking this car to Rotterdam, Amsterdam, down to Stuttgart, and then up through Belgium and back over through Calais and everything. So I think it'd be the perfect car for that trip. Like I said, I will get the roof bars done and roof box for the holiday. So that should be, it's something I've always wanted to do. I would like to do it in another car, but it's the perfect family car, and I think, yeah, it's the right car to do it in. It shouldn't have any issues before then. There's a lot of jobs I do want to get done. The engine mount I did say about, I'm pretty sure it's gone, so we'll get the engine mount done, get the alloys done. There's nothing else really. The scuttle here has been repaired pretty poorly, so that might have to have a look at. Also, these have electric handbrake, and I want to do a separate video on that because a lot of people ask me how do you find it, and we haven't had any problems with it, but it's worth a video, it's worth a talk about. But yeah, this car's going to Europe next year. We're going to do a proper Euro trip in it, and fingers crossed it should go fantastic. We're taking baby, we're not taking Batman, our border collie, because it might be a bit too much for him. But yeah, more on that to come, because like I said, I'll sort the roof box out and everything in a separate video. But yeah, that's everything I can pretty much say about the car. I do love it. We both love the car, to be honest. Hannah was driving it the other day for the first time and she enjoyed driving it. But yeah, that's it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'm going to see you again in another video. Bye for now.